From inside Ralph Engelstad Arena, it's time for North Dakota Hockey with Brad Berry. I'm your host, Dan Hammer. On tonight's show, UND opens the NCHC portion of its schedule with a road sweep at Colorado College. We'll look at the highlights with the head coach in just seconds. Later in the show, we'll have a sit-down conversation with freshman forward Joel Janatuinen. And later in the show, we'll look ahead. UND now at home for the next 2 weekends, including a non-conference series with Wisconsin this Friday and Saturday. UND went to Colorado Springs this past weekend and swept the Tigers 5-2 on Friday night, 2-0 on Saturday night. Coach, good to be back with you again and another very good road trip for your hockey team.
Yeah, I think we took another step as a team this weekend going in NCHC play and getting a couple wins on the road, which always helps, and we grew as a team.
In which ways have you grown as a team or took another step forward this past weekend?
I just going into environments that are tough to play in, obviously on the big rink in Colorado, and again, hard-fought games and trying to figure out ways to close out games, and we did, and again, we grew from that.
Well, you had to close out games in different fashions this past weekend.
Yeah, I thought, for the most part, it was penalty-filled games both nights, and, when you have lineups that have to try to adhere to the penalties, I thought we did a good job of killing and trying to find ways to close out games.
Well, and you got some guys back in the lineup this weekend that had missed some time as well, too.
Yeah, we got a couple of young guys back in the lineup, and they made some pivotal, inspirational plays and that were conducive to winning games.
Yeah, and your penalty kill, that's one of the areas that took a step forward this weekend.
Yeah, I thought we did a really good job of defending and playing well on our end of the rink on the kill, and it resulted in a couple of wins.
All right, good highlights to take a look at here, Coach, and we'll do that next here on North Dakota Hockey with Brad Berry.
North Dakota Hockey with Brad Berry on Midco Sports Network is presented by RydellCars.com, Sue Shop at Ralph Engelstad Arena, and HotSpring Spas and Pool Tables too.
North Dakota at Colorado College to begin the NCHC play. Let's go to Colorado Springs here in Friday night's game, Coach. And as we said, you got a couple players back. Shane Gersich returned to your lineup on Friday night.
Yeah, he infused a lot of energy in our lineup. But one thing about Shane, every time he gets in the offensive zone, he puts that puck to the net.
And which he does early in the hockey game. In fact, you're going to grab the early lead in this game. A little more than 4 minutes into the game, defenseman Keaton Thompson brings it up ice and then turns offensive here and it gets you going.
Yeah, he does. That's what he brings to the table, his skating ability, and then putting a puck to the net. And that's our mindset, getting a puck to the net, get in front, and get that rebound.
And it's Shane Gersich with the goal, so a good, strong return in his first game back.
Strong return. That was a big key shift right there because we weren't playing so well to start that game.
1-0, 4 minutes and 11 seconds into the game. Really like the way you continue to stalk the puck and create chances by causing teams to turn the puck over.
Yeah, absolutely. I thought we do a good job of tracking back in the neutral zone, and then we gain offense off of that. Again, playing strong defensively and then turning the puck up offensively.
You said maybe not a great start in the first couple minutes, but you got better as the first period went on and you outshot Colorado College by a 2-1 margin in the first period.
Yeah, absolutely. Here. It was the mindset of obviously playing good defense, but obviously when we get in the offensive zone, getting the pucks to the net with traffic.
You could have had a couple more. You clinked a couple off the post and the crossbar here.
Yeah, we did that all weekend here, but that's a result of doing the right things.
All right, your power play then generates the second goal of the first period.
Yeah, I thought we did a good job of moving pucks around and having that shot first mentality. As you can see right here, we're getting a puck and we're getting it to the net, and a couple of passes, but a great pop play to the middle and a great net front by Wilkie getting the goal here.
And Bryn Chiswick, Chris Wilkie there, deep in the slot in the middle of your power play, and it's 2-0 here.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a big part of us getting going here to get off to that good lead.
What another blue-collar weekend by Troy Stetcher. He's just playing great hockey, by far the best hockey of his career, and he's one of the best defensemen in the nation right now.
Yeah, he is. You know what? We always knew that he was a good defender and how he has a heart of a lion, but now, you know what? He's starting to add to the offense too here, and again, that's a result of having a good two-way defenseman in your lineup.
Yeah, there you see him in the defensive end. We'll hear more from Troy Stetcher in terms of the offensive end here a little bit as this game moves on, but you had 13 more shots than Colorado College in the game. Another trend here. You're fourth in the nation in shots on goal at more than 38 per game.
We harp on it every single day in practice and in our team meetings about we have to be shot first and make them defend.
All right, key stretch of the game came in the second period here. CC's within 2-1. They're on the power play, and then Troy Stetcher and the penalty kill unit win the puck, and then 3-on-1, one rush.
Yeah, you know what? To preempt this, Paula did a great job of separating the puck. Troy Stetcher comes up with it here, and again, the execution. Johnson wants the puck, but we put it in an area where we have a great opportunity. Red Gardner capitalizes.
Well, and Stetcher there had a decision to make. He certainly could have taken that shot.
He could have taken the shot. He could have passed it to the other flank to Johnson. But you know what? The smart thing was putting it in the middle, because if there is a rebound or a missed wide puck, we'll get that back.
Yeah. Rhett Gardner with the goal, shorthanded goal, 3-1. What did you think of your shifts then following the shorty as you got back to full strength?
Well, I thought we got stronger and stronger. It gave us momentum. And again, it was about changing at the right times and getting fresh guys on the ice. And our guys did a good job of changing out of the offensive zone.
Matt Harinkyu continues to be one of the stories of the year in college hockey here, Bubs, and he was strong again on Friday night and Saturday night.
Those are the stories you like to hear about guys that finally get an opportunity after the hard work they put in. And again, you know what, he did a magnificent job, especially on Friday, but especially Saturday too.
So it's 3-1 at the end of 2 here, and again, that shorthanded goal was such a key stretch of the game. And then in the third period, you're going to really put this game away by scoring a couple goals, and Wilkie's going to get a second of the game here to make it 4-1.
Yeah, you know what? Again, we talk about shot first mentality. And look at on this shift here, how many times the puck's going to the net, and finally we get one. And again, Johnny Simonson, great net front traffic that they have to deal with, and we end up getting a nice goal there.
Your 2 freshman defensemen played both nights, Christian Wolanin and Hayden Shaw, as Tucker Pullman sat out, and Wolanin had a very strong weekend.
Yeah, he did. He took another step. We talk about our team taking another step. He took one too, and not only offensively, but I thought he played very well defensively.
He's going to create a turnover at neutral ice here and get one of his 2 assists on it and set up Brock Besser, and Besser is not going to miss on these opportunities.
No, he's not. But you know what? Great gap control by Christian. And then again, it seems like Brock always finds that position on a turnover, and he capitalizes again.
5 goals scored in this game. Your freshmen account for all 5 goals.
Yeah, that's something to be said about, you know, the work that they've done in the USHL, or the league that they played in the league the year before.
Yeah, 5-2 is the final. We spoke with Chris Wilkie and a number of other players, and the key theme after this game was the production of the freshman class.
I guess it's just kind of coincidence that it happened, but I mean, we're all just trying to contribute as much as we can to the team, and luckily we all were able to play pretty well tonight.
I mean, there's a lot of us, so we take up a lot of the roster, but the older guys have really done a good job taking us under his wing. It's been a really easy transition in the start of the season here.
You know, since day one, we said they need to contribute to our hockey team if we want to have success. So they haven't let us down. They're playing big roles for our hockey team, and then we need them to continue to do that.
Coach, on Friday night and Saturday, Johnny Simonson centered 2 freshmen, Shane Gersich and Chris Wilkie. Did you like that line combination?
Yeah, I did. I like their energy. I like their shot first mentality. I like what they did. They provided energy to our lineup, and it carried over to the right team.
That allows you to keep the big line together. That would be Schmaltz, Kajula, and Besser. You see that moving forward here in the short term?
Yeah, I do. They're doing a lot of good things. I think you know, building consistency in our game is a big part with that line, and also our group here. So again, I'd like to see some consistency going forward.
5-2 win on Friday night. UND goes for the sweep. We'll take a look at Saturday's highlights next.
North Dakota Hockey with Brad Barry on Midco Sports Network is presented by RydellCars.com, Sue Shop at Ralph Ingolstadt Arena, and HotSpring Spas and pool tables too.
Welcome back. UND going for the sweep Saturday night at Colorado Springs. Coach, let's take a look at the highlights here. And once again, you're getting another freshman back in the lineup on Saturday night as Joel Janatwinen was back.
Yeah, you know, it's great to have fresh legs in our lineup, and he did a great job. You can see the black jerseys came out too.
Yeah, that's a theme here. Black jerseys on the road on Saturday night early in the
Wearing
season.
the suits.
Well, Matt Harinkyu would post his second career shutout in this game, and not to be lost in the total effort was a couple key saves just a minute into the game here.
Yeah, you know what, Matt had to get called on a couple hard saves early on. One, there's 2. Again, we didn't do a very good job of boxing out there, and again, he came up with a couple big saves.
Special teams were such a factor in this game. A lot of power play, a lot of penalty kill. You had a quality minutes on the power play in the first period. Didn't get a goal, but were you encouraged by the type of shots you were generating as you got 11 shots?
Yeah, we talked about that on the Saturday morning meeting about getting more shots, the shot first mentality, and I thought we did a pretty good job. Didn't capitalize, but we got some momentum off it.
Right, and 11 shots on goal generated in the first period power play opportunities. Then you'll get the first goal here, 8.5 minutes into the first period. Nick Schmaltz is going to carry into the neutral ice zone, and then Drake Kazula will start this play up.
Yeah, great job by Nick battling for a puck there, and then we get in the offensive zone. I thought Christian Wolanin, again, getting a puck to the net. We had good net front on it, found a way to get in to give us a lead.
1-0 there on the Wolanin goal, 8:30 into the hockey game. Your penalty kill unit was tested big time, especially in the second period in this hockey game. You took a couple penalties. Drake Kajula had a 5-minute major. He was gone for the game, and your penalty kill unit here stood tall.
Yeah, you know what? Can't say enough about the 5-on-3 kill. Obviously, took the penalty there to make it 5-on-3, and I thought the guys did a great job of keeping to the outside.
And a real factor in your penalty kill was Luke Johnson, and what he did winning 6 of his 7 faceoffs in the second period when you were shorthanded.
Yeah, he did that the night before in the 5-on-3 too, and we threw him out there again. And again, pushing a puck ahead, whether you win it back or push it ahead, you're eating off seconds off the kill.
Yeah, he wins the faceoff there, pushes ahead, wins the faceoff here, pushes it back for another clear.
Big part of a kill.
He's been very good in the faceoff circle for you.
He has. You can tell he's dialed in on that area.
And in addition to that, just overall penalty kill unit here as you limit the Tigers to just 3 shots on goal and a bunch of time that they had on the power play.
Yeah, and as you can see, we're giving up our bodies to block shots, and that's a big part of a kill.
Right, so the penalty kill unit successful in the second period. It does tax your guys from an energy standpoint.
Yeah, it does, but it gives you momentum. If you can kill them, it gives you momentum. As you can see right after that, we came back with a nice goal here by Shane Gersich.
2-on-1, Gersich with the goal to make it 2-0. And you go to the third period now, and again, Matt Harinkyu on the night was perfect in this game, and your guys did a good job in front of him, especially in the penalty kill, but considering the number of chances the Tigers had, Harinkyu stood tall.
He did. You know what? We did do a good job, but then when we broke down a couple of times and he was there to stop pucks that were in close, that were grade A chances.
Second shutout of the young season for Matt Harinkyu, huh? Who would have predicted that, Bubs?
What can you say? But again, it's not a surprise because he is such a focused young man.
And then in the final 90 seconds, you're going to seal the win defending Colorado College as they went with the extra attacker here.
Yeah, did a good job on the 6-on-5, and again, found a way to close it out.
2-0 the final, so UND completes the sweep. UND off to its best start to a season at 6-0-2 since the 1999-2000 team. The players after the game spoke of the penalty kill and Matt Harinkyu's shutout.
We did a good job on them trying to enter the zone. We didn't let them enter the zone with possession. They had to dump it in, and I thought we did a good job going back, getting pucks, and getting them out, and then fronting pucks when they did get in the zone and block shots. So I think that was a huge part of the game for us.
Obviously, you don't go into a game expecting that, but we were well prepared. Our penalty kill's been working hard, and the guys who were out there did a tremendous job of helping out. And then when Rink had to make a save, he made a save.
I thought it was an outstanding team effort tonight. It was kind of a grimier game than yesterday, and we kind of stuck with it, got in some penalty trouble, but ultimately battled through, and everybody really contributed tonight. Trying to stay in the moment, but there's no question those points are valuable down in February and ultimately the end of the year. So as much as we try and build for now, that's the end goal is always in mind, and so that's nice to be part of.
Coach, the penalty kill unit had to find its way a bit over the last few weeks here, but certainly you must have some positive things to build on off of this weekend. What have been the changes?
Yeah, well, we had chances to work on it this weekend, obviously, in the games, but I thought what we did was we got stronger in the face-off dot, getting that initial clear. I thought our pressure in zone was a lot better on all 4 guys jumping at the same time, and those are things that come as the year goes on, and I thought our guys did a great job.
Outside of the goaltending situation, anything to this point of the season that has surprised you and your staff with this start?
You know what, I think basically, all guys contributing, but, we have our veteran leadership, and I think they're doing a great job, our experienced guys, but I think normally at the start of a year, your first-year guys don't make an impact as much as they have this year, and I think, it's a great combination of having experienced guys doing their job, but also having the young guys step up early.
You knew the young guys were offensive talented, had a lot of offensive skills, but are you surprised that you're leading the league in goals and shots on goal to this point of the season?
No, not surprised. I mean, we've got some very gifted players that came into our group, and we had some gifted players here that were currently in our group as veterans, and I think the immersion of a new group coming in here just makes us stronger.
Coming up next, we'll visit with one of the freshman forwards, Joel Janatuinen.
North Dakota Hockey with Brad Barry on Midco Sports Network is presented by RydellCars.com, Sue Shop at Ralph Ingolstadt Arena, and HotSpring Spas and pool tables too.
It's time to chat with another member of the incoming freshman class, and we're speaking with forward Joel Janatuinen, a native of Espoo, Finland. Welcome, Joel.
Thank you.
Tell us about Espoo, Finland.
It's the second biggest city in Finland, right next to the capital of Helsinki. About 300,000 people. It's a really nice town, like basically just a suburb, not basically like you can't call it really a city, but just a suburb of Helsinki. Really nice city.
Did you start playing the sport at a young age?
Actually, I started when I was like relatively old. I was 8. Like a lot of guys start when they're younger.
Yeah.
So I was supposed to start earlier, but I was too scared to go to practice. So started a bit later, but it worked out fine.
Tell us about your path from Finland to the United States as you made the transition and played for Sioux City in the USHL last year.
Last season, juniors in Finland, the under-20s had a good season. Had a couple guys from my team, they committed already that season, so they committed to Penn State and St. Cloud. So I kind of got interested about college hockey back then, and like just getting educated while you play at a high level. It was huge. So decided to got a chance to play for Sioux City last year, and had a good season there, and ended up here. So I'm really excited.
What attracted you to North Dakota as you had a desire to advance your game at the collegiate level?
Well, obviously, like UND was probably one of the. I didn't know many college teams when I originally came here, so UND was one of them. Knew that they'd have a lot of success, a lot of great players come out of the program. So I was really excited when they contacted me, and I'm just happy that I have a chance to be here.
Tell us about your game, Joel.
I'd say I'm an all-around player, like two-way forward. Like to play any situation, and just try to do everything for the team. Like any role I'm put in, I'll do it, and that's pretty much.
Yeah. Your most natural position is?
Left wing.
Left wing, most natural position.
Yeah.
What areas of your game do you think you will focus in on this year as you still talk about skill development or game development?
Well, pretty much everything. Shooting, puck handling, passing. Like I feel that everything I can improve on. So I'll for sure be practicing shooting on the ice after practice, and just putting all the extra work so I can become a better player.
The opportunity that this freshman class has this year to make an impact right away, how do you see that opportunity?
Oh, of course it's great. It's awesome that there's big boots to fill, and there's a lot of us freshmen, and a lot of role to up for grabs. So it's obviously it's great, and I hope to crack the lineup and play as many games as I can.
Nice job, Joel.
Thank you.
Good chatting with you. Good luck this freshman season.
Thank you.
That is freshman forward Joel Janatainen. Well, about 2 weeks after we had our chat with Joel, he switched the pronunciation of his last name from Janatainen to Janatwinen, so that's why we referred to him as Janatainen in the interview. How's his progress, and what kind of ceiling does he have, and what are his main assets, Coach?
Well, you know what, he's finding his way here. I think he's a great player, two-way player, good offensively, good defensively, and he's just getting better as the season goes on.
Yeah. Tell us about the first few times you remember seeing him play in person and what your impressions were.
Well, I thought, going into Sioux City and watching him play, he's a young man that doesn't jump out at you, but at the end of the night, he had a couple points every time we watch him, so he contributed offensively. Responsible player. You can trust him when he goes on the ice all the time.
You're home this weekend. You're probably happy about that.
We're home. We're back at the Ralph.
That's right, and we'll preview the Wisconsin series coming up next.
North Dakota Hockey with Brad Barry on Midco Sports Network is presented by RydellCars.com, Sue Shop at Ralph Ingolstadt Arena, and HotSpring Spas and pool tables too.
North Dakota home this weekend, non-conference series against Wisconsin. Coach, let's talk about the goaltending situation. Have either Cam Johnson or Matej Tomek been medically cleared what they could possibly play this coming weekend?
Not yet. Obviously, the week is still early yet. We'll find out where they're at as the week progresses here. But, obviously Matt Harinko's done a great job for us. He's given us momentum. So, again, we'll find out how we are.
Well, you certainly are richer in the goaltending area than you ever thought you would have been to this point of the season as you look at the big picture.
Yep, absolutely, and it's great position of strength to have depth in that position. And again, it's about what we do from here. We've done good things, but what we do from here is a big thing.
Is it tough looking beyond Matt, even though if you have healthy bodies, considering how he has played?
Absolutely. You know what? He's put himself in a position to earn a playing time, and that's what we're all about at North Dakota. You know, let guys that are digging in, working hard, get the playing time. So again, he's put himself in that position.
All right, the Badgers, they have had struggles recently. They did get a couple wins over the weekend against Arizona State. What's your team's point of emphasis going into this weekend?
Again, it's getting down to it, working hard here. Again, we've had some success, but it's not about what we did before. It's about how we're going to attack the week here. And again, it's that attack mode, attack mentality, the work ethic. We got to make sure that we're even keel and we make sure we come to work.
Balance is another tone to this season. I know you talk a lot about that within this program, but it's certainly playing itself out to this point of the year.
Yeah, it is. Balance is a big thing, and again, making sure that we're steadfast in what we do and all the details that we do, and we don't shortcut anything here.
Tucker Pullman was out last weekend. Any idea at this point of the week where his status might be?
You know what? He's getting close here. Again, he was skating out in Colorado Springs, and I think he'll have a chance to have an opportunity to play.
Okay, we're looking forward to it, Coach. I know you are. Your bags are unpacked now for the next 2 weeks. In fact, Wisconsin this weekend, then Miami the following weekend.
Yeah, it's great to be home.
All right, we'll have the games for you live this weekend here on Midco Sports Network, Friday and Saturday night, North Dakota and Wisconsin. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week for more on North Dakota Hockey with Brad Berry.